Hey guys, today I wanted to show you my March book haul. These are books that I've purchased this week on spring break, which is Mardi Gras week. I don't know how others call it, but it's spring break for me, a week off. So yeah, I got a total of 22 books and they were all on special and at cheap prices, so I went all out. So since there's many books, I'm just gonna go fast, briefly to them and just show you what I got. And uh, I'll put a link down below where you can go check it out more in details on my Goodreads. So let's start. Okay, first batch of books. I got 8 books from Chapters Indigo for a total of $32, which is really good, and they're all books that I was excited to read. So let's start. First book I got was 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have by Sarah, I don't know how you say her last name. I'm gonna try it. Mlynowski. Yeah. But it looks really good. I've heard of it on Goodreads. I marked it to read. I didn't see many booktubers review it or anything, but it's gonna get there. And Sarah Shepard from the Pretty Little Liars series liked it, so I'm guessing it's pretty good. So this is the first one, 10 Things We Did and Probably Shouldn't Have. Second one is the one I'm like almost the most excited for. Incarnate by Jodi Meadows. I think that's how you say her name. It's very like high fantasy-ish. I won't like read you the resume, but I love the hardcover. By the way, they're all hardcovers, so it's even better. So yeah, look at this. It's really cute. It's like my favorite type of purple, and yeah, so got excited. Next book is Black City. This is a dystopian post-apocalyptic genre. I think that's how you say it. And I've heard many good things about it. I've seen it on people's shelves, and it's like Incarnate. I think it's the first one in the series of a few books, and I'll let you know how it is. So this is Black City by Elizabeth Richards. It's a lovely cover. I love it. The fourth book is The Alchemy of Forever by Avery Williams. I think that's how you say The Alchemy, yeah. And it's the smallest book of all the pile, and it's again hardcover. I've seen this on few shelves on Goodreads. I haven't seen it much on YouTube, but still looks pretty good. So I'll let you guys know, and hopefully you guys will get a copy too, and yeah, we could all fangirl on it. So yeah, that's for the fourth book, The Alchemy of Forever by Avery Williams. Next, I've got Partials by Dan Wells, which I heard it's really good, and I love this phrase here, which is the only hope for humanity isn't human. So it's really intriguing. It's again dystopian genre. It's pretty big, but it's really pretty. I love the cover. I can't wait to read this. It's again a first in a series. So yeah. Next we got Dreamless. It's a star-crossed novel by Josephine Angelini. This is the only book I have not heard of before, and I just picked at random, and it looked really good. And it turned out to be one who has the highest rating on Goodreads, with I think a 4.26 on 5. So apparently it's really good. And unluckily, this is the second one in the series, so I'm gonna have to find the first one. But I think yesterday I've seen this on someone's shelf, and so I was like, yes. Most likely Goodreads, some of my Goodreads friends have already read this, so I'm not gonna be the only one in the boat of the lonely fandom. So yeah, I'm gonna read this. Looks really good. I love the cover, like it's pinkish, and it's really cute. I love it. It's really nice. So this was Dreamless, a star-crossed novel by Josephine Angelini. Next, for the 7th book, we've got Bewitching by Alex Flynn. This is the author that made Beastly, and Beastly turned into a movie that we all know with Vanessa Hudgens and Alex Pittifer, I think that's his last name. I'm really horrible with last names. So yeah, the cover is beautiful. Once again, my favorite type of purple. Very pretty. And plus, I had bought, like, years back when the movie came out, a few months before, I have bought the first book, which is Beastly, and I'm really motivated to reread it again, and it was a really good read, and I'm sure I had preferred this over the movie, and there was slight differences. So I'm gonna read this, then I'm gonna read this. It's the same. Apparently, this one is not exactly a continuance, but it's like the witch still casts a curse on someone. So I'll be reading these. So this I did not get. This I got. Whoa. Grammar. Okay. Last that we got, and one of the most anticipated ones, and I have started a read-along. I started a group of read-along, and I said, yes, I'll start, and I'll see how many people are willing to join me and read this with me and encourage me into reading this series and starting this series. Let's see if you guys can guess it. She had been innocent once, a little girl playing with feathers and the floor of a devil's lair. She wasn't innocent now, ... Yes, you guys have guessed it. It's Daughter of Smoke and Bone by Laini Taylor. This is a lovely cover. Slightly damaged here, but it doesn't show. It was still a pretty good price, and it's hardcover, and I love it. So I am excited. I'm gonna be reading this in the month of March, because I've started a read along on it. I really wanted to read it since months now. I'm behind, and this is the only series I'm allowing myself to start, because I told myself I'm not starting any other series until I finish the ones I've already started, except this one. So this is Daughter of Smoke and Bone. So that's it for the Indigo chapters. Then I've got 13 books for a total of $7.50, which I went crazy, obviously, at this this cheap store that I luckily found, and I was like, okay, let me check what they have, and they had pretty good books. So the fact that I live in Montreal means that we have a lot of English books translated into French, so most that I will show you are not originally French. They're English translated in French, but nonetheless, they're still good, and it's still the same story and same authors. So let's start with the French. I will be translating the most I can. Here we have Une lumière dans la nuit, which means a light in the night. If I'm not mistaken, the original book is Spring Break from the Point Horror Stories. It's a series that was really popular in the 90s. I have more of these. This is the 71st book of a series, but they're not they don't follow. They're just mini short horror stories. And this one they were translated from English to French in my province. But they're really good. I haven't found the English ones, but the French ones will do fine. So this is a very old book, and oops, it looks it's really good. I love these. They're really short to read. It's just really like when I'm in my horror movie like zone, you know, when I want to read something light and fast, you know. This is what it's for. So we got this number 1. Then we got Luna, La Cité Maudite. This is originally French Quebecer book. Yeah, I don't know if few of you read any French books, but yeah, this is Luna. I've read this before when I was younger. It's basically a girl who has been raised by wolves, and she's like I think she's an elf or something, and she finds her family, and she's into like this big zone. Anyways, this was really good. I loved it I had a whole series of them. I don't know how I got rid of them a while back, but at least I found the first one again, and I'm gonna reread it, and we'll see how it goes. So then we have L'ombre du vent by Carlos Ruiz Zafón, I think. This book is translated from English. It's the book that most of you have read or heard of. It's Shadows of the Day, which I know many booktubers have read. Many people on Tumblr have read and love quotes from there. So yeah, Shadows of the Day, but in French. So I'll be reading on and off. I'll try to find the English version, so I'll be reading the English and the French version of it, and I'll see how it goes. But nonetheless, it's still the same book from Carlos Ruiz, and it's good literature. Then we have Aimer et être aimé par Barbara Baker. I honestly did not find anything of this book on Goodreads. I had to punch it in myself so I can have it on my shelf on Goodreads. So yeah, I'm just gonna show you. It's like not even 100 pages long. It's like 90 pages. It's really short. But what catched me was not on the cover. I know I usually don't judge books by the cover, but it's pretty nice, okay? It's really nice, and it's like old, and it smells really good, like old books. So yeah, and if I translate this in English, it means to love and to be loved. So it's really cheesy, and like I wanted to see what it was. Plus, it's really like it was like what 25 cents, and like yeah. So that's that. And my last book which is a really hefty, big one with around 700 pages, La Reine dans le Palais des Courants d'Air, Stieg Larsson. This is from Stieg Larsson, his Millennium books. This is the third one, but translated in French. So I will read the first one, The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. I think that's the name of the first one. And the second one in English. Then I'll read the third one in French since I have the paperback of it. So yeah, that's all for the French part. Now the English part. I got Cat's Eye by Margaret Atwood, and I've heard good things about it. I've seen some of my friends review it on Goodreads, and it's I think it's like a kind of literature type, and it sounds really good. So I love the cover. It's very like vintage-ish and captivating. Then I got The Shocking True Story of a Young Girl Forced to Become a Sex Slave. So it's The End of My World by Emma Jackson. This came to, like, it touched my heart, and I was like, okay, I have to read this. This looks really good and sad and heartwarming. So I got this. Then I got The One Left Behind by Willow Davis Roberts. It's a scholastic. It's really short. I don't know what it's about, but it looks really good. You could see on my Goodreads to check the resume, the synopsis of the book. And I have Red Ant House Stories by Anne Cummins. And it's very short, and I think it's just like short stories. And yeah. Looks good. I'll let you guys know what it's about. Then I got Prayers and Lies by Sherry Wood Emmons. It's about childhood and friendship and stuff like that. It looks really good. I love the texture of the book and those covers where you could it's not a hardcover, but still, it looks heartbreaking. Yeah. Then I got Jack the Bodiless by Julianne May, which is book 1 of the Galactic Milieu trilogy. It's an English book, pretty big. What captivated me more about this book is the cover, which is beautiful. I love the cover. Anything that's nature and blue and purple with it, love it. So I was like, I know, there's no resume to read what's the story about, so I took a chance. It was just 50 cents, so I was like, okay, let me see what's this about. So yeah. Then I got Can You Keep a Secret by Sophie Kinsella, which is the author of Shopaholic, a Confession of a Shopaholic. So I heard many people liking this, this is one of her top books. People reviewed it on Goodreads, and I see it on shelves all the time, and love the pink. So yeah, I got this. And last but not least, I got the classic Animal Farm by George Orwell, and I started reading this already, and it's really captivating and intriguing and unique in its own style. I really want to read the 1984 by George Orwell too. So yeah, this is Animal Farm. Really very person before me has highlighted some stuff, but it's okay, I don't mind. So yeah. And the last book I got, but I did not buy. I won a giveaway. It's called Fallen Beauty by Erica Roebuck. It's the author of Hemingway's Girl and Call Me Zelda. So I love the cover. Looks really good. It's very New Yorkish in the 1928s. So I'll be reading this too. It's pretty big. It's around 350 pages. So I love when I win giveaways. It's free books, and you could read and review it. So yeah. So this was my total of 22 books. A total of per se $40 for all these, the 21 books, which is pretty good, and I can't wait to read it. I shall finish Animal Farm, and then Daughter of Smoke and Bone. So yeah, that's about it. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it was pretty long. I tried to do the quickest as I could. Yeah, what else did I want to say? Yeah, so see you soon. My next video is gonna be what I'm reading and what I'm planning to read for this March break and month. That's a lot of books. I don't know if I can show you. Plenty of books. This is my bookshelf and far back. So yeah. Bye guys.